ਚੱਕਰ ਚਿਹਨ ਬਰਨ ਜਾਤ ਅਰ ਪਾਤ ਨਹਿਨ ਜਿਹੇ ਰੂਪ ਰੰਗ ਅਰ ਦੇਖ ਭੇਖ ਕਉ ਕਹਿ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਹੇ ਅਚਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਨਭਉ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਮਿਤੋਜ ਕਹਿਜੈ ਕੋਟ ਇੰਦਰ ਇੰਦਰਾਨ ਸਾਹੇ ਸਾਹਾਨ ਗਨਿਜੈ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਵਨ ਮਹੀਪ ਸੁਰ ਨਰ ਆਸੁਰ ਨੇਤ ਨੇਤ ਬਨ ਤ੍ਰਿਨ ਕਹਿਤ ਤਵੈ ਸਰਬ ਨਾਮ ਕਥੈ ਕਵਨ ਕਰਮ ਨਾਮ ਭਰਨਤ ਸੋ ਮਤ ਸਗਲ ਦਵਾਰ ਕਉ ਛਾੜ ਕੈ ਗਹਿਓ ਤੁਹਾਰੋ ਦੁਆਰ ਮਾਹੇ ਗਹਿ ਕੀ ਲਾਜ ਅਸ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਦਾਸ ਤੁਹਾਰ ਕਹਾ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੁਛ ਹਮਾਰੀ ਬਰਨ ਸਕੈ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਜੋ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ ਹਮ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਿਫਤ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ ਆਪ ਲੇਹੋ ਤੁਮ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰੈ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰਨ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ।
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਰਾਗ ਕਲਿਆਣ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਦਸਵੀਂ। ਬਿਨ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਨਾ ਕੀਰਤਮ ਮਾਨੋ ਆਦ ਅਜੋਨ ਅਜੈ ਅਬਿਨਾਸੀ ਤੇ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਜਾਨੋ। ਬਿਨ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਨਾ ਕੀਰਤਮ ਮਾਨੋ ਆਦ ਅਜੋਨ ਅਜੈ ਅਬਿਨਾਸੀ ਤੇ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਜਾਨੋ। ਰਹਾਓ ਕਹਾਂ ਪਇਓ ਜੋ ਆਨ ਜਗਤ ਮੈਂ ਦਸਕ ਅਸੁਰ ਹਰ ਕਾਏ ਅਦਿਕ ਪ੍ਰਪੰਚ ਦਿਖਾਏ ਸਭਨ ਕਹੈ ਆਪ ਹੈ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਕਹਾਏ। ਪੰਜਨ ਗਰਣ ਸਮਰਥ ਸਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਸੋ ਕਿਮ ਜਾਤ ਗਿਆਨੋ ਤਾ ਤੇ ਸਰਬ ਕਾਲ ਕੇ ਅਸ ਕੋ ਕਾਏ ਬਚਾਏ ਨਾ ਆਇਓ। ਕੈਸੇ ਤੋਹੇ ਤਾਰ ਹੈ ਸੁਨ ਜੜ ਆਪ ਡੁਬਿਓ ਪਵ ਸਾਗਰ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੋ ਕਾਲ ਫਾਸ ਤੇ ਤਬ ਹੀ ਗਹੋ ਸਰਣ ਜਗਤਾਗਰ। ਕੈਸੇ ਤੋਹੇ ਤਾਰ ਹੈ ਸੁਨ ਜੜ ਆਪ ਡੁਬਿਓ ਪਵ ਸਾਗਰ ਛੁਟੇ ਹੋ ਕਾਲ ਫਾਸ ਤੇ ਤਬ ਹੀ ਗਹੋ ਸਰਣ ਜਗਤਾਗਰ। ਰਾਗ ਕਲਿਆਣ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਦਸਵੀਂ। ਬਿਨ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਨਾ ਕੀਰਤਮ ਮਾਨੋ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਵਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਕਥਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ। We bless to join again in the court of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji to listen to the katha of Dhan Dhan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji's Bani Shabad Hazaare Patshahi Dasvee जो आज साध संगत जी पंजवा शब्द है, the fifth shabad in Shabad Hazaare Patshahi Dasvee made up of 10 shabads. So with Guru Sahib's kirpa we're going for the first 4 shabads and now we'll go for the 5th one today. फिर अगले हफ्ते साध संगत जी a very famous shabad मित्र प्यारे नूर Hal Marida da Kehna. So next we will go through that Shabad as well, which has 3 Uthanakas, 3 different backstories to why Guru Sahib Char that Shabad, when they recited that Shabad, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji. So Saad Sangat Ji, we've been blessed to join in the court of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji. I guess here in this time of the year, many people catch different types of illnesses, and you can tell, I guess, Das is not feeling so well as well. So Guru Sahib Ji Kirpa Karn ke Bal Baksho, Uddam Baksho Maharaj Ji ne, okay, we can go for this katha and we can focus and try and explain the arth, these different meanings that Guru Sahib is given to us, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji. So, Sankhep vich Saad Singh jo pichle hafte se sarvan kita, what we went through last week in the katha, Guru Maharaj said, Prabhu Ju to keh laaj hamari, ke he Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji, oh God, oh WhyGuru Ji, Prabhu Ju to keh laaj hamari. Ke he WhyGuru Ji, protect our honor, sadi laaj rakho. Just like how we hear in Siddhi Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji's bani, ke har ji laaj rakho har jan ki. Ke protect my honor, protect the honor of your servants, protect the honor of your jan, har jan. Sadi laaj rakho. Is prakar, when we come to Guru Sahib Ji Sharan, this should be our ardas to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, ke sadi laaj rakho. That this is Kaljug. Then Kaljug Saad Sangat Ji, at any time somebody can fall. So we come to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said, ke protect our honor, because these 5 thieves, or these 5 demons that we say, Panj Chor, Ja Panj Doot, Panj Sataveh Doot, Kavana Bidamarne. That how can we kill these Panj Chor? How can we remove them from our lives? The Maharaj Ji tells us, Tikhan Ban Chalai, that take this Nam Rupi Tir, this Gyan Rupi Kharag, this blessing that the Guru has given us of Gurbani, which is like a shastar, it's a weapon, and we use it to protect us in this age of Kaljug. We come to Guru Sahib Ji's sanctuary, they will be protected, and then hopefully nothing can touch us. And we do this benti, ke Prabhu Ju hai WhyGuru Ji, to keh laaj hamari, ke WhyGuru Ji, take care of our honor, and you take care of your servant, take care of the honor of your servants as well. At the end of the Shabad, we say ke how mat mand charna sarnagad, ke hey WhyGuru Ji, how mat mand. Mand he means, mand means bad, ke jo sadi buddhi hai, our intellect, it is not so good. That is khoti buddhi. And ke hey WhyGuru Ji, charna sarnagate, ke main aap ji de charna sharan vich aaya ha, coming to your sanctuary, kar gehe leho abadi, kar gehe, kar da arth hai haath, kar gehe. Ke sade mand rupi haath nu pakad lavo, hold on to my hand, WhyGuru Ji. Hold on to my hand, kar gehe leho abadi, and save us from drowning in this ocean. Just like we said, dub de patthar tare, ke WhyGuru Ji, see dub rahe haan, we are drowning in this ocean, and protect our honor. Keep us out of this ocean, this fiery ocean, and bring us back to you. So last we went through this Shabad in a lot of detail. Today we'll carry on with this Shabad by Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 5th Shabad of Rag Kalyan. Saram karan to pehla sari sangat aakho Satnam Sri WhyGuru Sahib Ji.
राग कल्याण पातशाही दसवीं.
So Tan Tan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Kalyan Rag vich फरमान कर रहे ਹਨ हाँ जी.
बिन करतार ना कीर्तन मानो.
So Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji bachan ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਬਿਨ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾ. Without that one WhyGuru Ji, kartar we can say is the creator, the doer. Ja kar da arth hai hath te tarn wala, ke apne hath de ਨਾਲ WhyGuru Ji carries us across this ocean. Kartar. So bin kartar ke us kartar to bina, bin kartar na kirtam manu. Kirtam here means banavati, this whole creation that WhyGuru Ji has created themselves. Pave Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Adika. They say bin kartar, without that one WhyGuru Ji, or us WhyGuru Ji to bina hornanu, anybody else. Don't see anybody else as the creator. Don't see anybody else as the one that we ask from. Only ask from the one WhyGuru Ji, bin kartar. Don't ask from anybody else. only ask from that one Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji. Dadda Data Ek Hai Sabko Devanhar. That there's only one giver, it's WhyGuru Ji. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji has made it clear to us that don't follow nobody else but follow WhyGuru Ji. If you're going to ask for something, ask from WhyGuru. But Satsanga Ji, what happens in today's world, we don't ask from WhyGuru Ji, we ask from everybody else. Because when we come to the Guru, there's that uncertainty. Because that Sharada is not fully there in a lot of us. That we come to Guru Granth Sahib Ji, we do Ardas. But do we truly believe that Guru Sahib is going to give us what we ask for? Because if we did, we wouldn't go to other places and ask there as well. But that's the halat today. Ke sade panth de vich si hor paase vi jande. We go to other places as well. We don't just come here. We go to pundits. We go to anybody else who can help us. Just look in India, happens everywhere. Bethe England de vich. This is the halat as well. That if we can't get it from the Guru, if the Guru takes too long, we'll go somewhere else and we'll get it from them. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji has made it clear to us, because a lot of people doubt Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Bani and they say, why does Guru Gobind Singh Ji speak about Ramji? Why does Guru Gobind Singh Ji speak about Krishna? Why does Guru Gobind Singh Ji speak about these different beings? But Guru Gobind Singh Ji here said it very clearly, ke bin kartar na kirtan mano. That don't accept nobody else but WhyGuru Ji. If you're going to ask for something, ask from WhyGuru Ji, don't ask from anybody else. And if WhyGuru Ji gives it to us, then that is Guru Sahib Ji's grace. If they don't give it to us, it's still WhyGuru Ji's grace. If WhyGuru Ji gives us that thing that we ask for, then it's Guru Sahib Ji's blessings. If they don't give it to us, it's still their blessing as well. If WhyGuru Ji gives us sukh, gives us peace, then that is WhyGuru Ji's kirpa. If WhyGuru Ji gives us dukh, then that is WhyGuru Ji's kirpa. Ketia dukh puk sadamar, ehe pe daat teri datar. Even if they give us dukh, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji and Japji Sahib, they tell us, ehe pe daat teri datar. It is still your daat. It is still your bakshish. Even that dukh that you give to me, kyunki dukh daru sukh roga paya. Because even in the dukh is a medicine and it brings us closer to WhyGuru Ji. So there's many beings in this world. Many people can go and ask from who may have different shaktiya, different powers. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji says us, Bina kartar. Nobody else but WhyGuru Ji. That is why Sharada is. That is the faith of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Ke Guru Gobind Singh Ji a bachan kardiyan ke Ram Rahima Puran Quran anek ka hai mat ek na maniyo. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says to themselves that Ram Rahim, those that follow the Hindu mat, the Abrahamic religions, Islam, Adak, anek ka hai. They say so many things. Anek ka hai mat ek na maniyo. But I don't accept any of those things. Whatever they're saying. Siddhi Asapan Kirpa Tumari Kar. That all they care about is the sanctuary of WhyGuru Ji. Siddhi Asapan. The one who carries the Kirpan in their hand, who carries the Shastra in their hand. Asapan. Pan the arth hai, hath in their hand. That's who Guru Sahib Ji has their faith in. That's who we should have our faith in as well. They saw Singh Ji at one time, this Qazi came to Bhagat Kabir Ji. Bhagat Kabir Ji de paas aake, he says these words ke, that in the Hindu mat, they man the Ram. The Musliman the mat de vich, they man Khuda. But he is saying ke Ram and Khuda, they are different. They are not one. When Bhagat Kabir Ji hears these words, they say to the Qazi, a Muslim priest, they say, Avval Allah hai, Noor upaya, Kudrat ke sab bande. Say, Avval the arth hai pehla, Avval Allah hai, Noor upaya. That WhyGuru Ji, Allah, Khuda, whatever name you give to them, Noor upaya, they made this light. Kudrat ke sab bande. Then they say to us, ke WhyGuru Ji made this whole world that we see around us. Ek noor sab te jag upja kaun pale ko mande. Ek noor. From that one light, they made this whole world. Kaun pale ko mande. Who is good, who is bad? Because some hai jota jota hai soy. That light sits in everybody. Then they say, Loga parama na pul ho pai. So don't get stuck in this param, in this doubt. They say, Khalika khalika, khalika mein khalika pur rahiyo, sarab thai rahao. Khalik da arth hai, us paida karan wala, WhyGuru Ji. Ke Khalik khalika. कि ਕਿ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਹੈ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ resides in the creation and the creation resides in ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ. There is no difference. There is only one Rabb. There is only one ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ. Awwal Allah Noor upaya. But the Muslim, what do they say? They say that there is only one God and their name is Allah. And the Hindu God Ram, there's somebody else. The WhyGuru and the Sikh God is somebody else. Christian God is God, we say. They're all different. But they don't realize it's one, that there is no difference. But Guru Sahib Ji here is saying to us that don't look at them as something different. Bin Kartar, that there's only one Kartar, there's only one creator, there's only one doer, and that is WhyGuru Ji. Don't go to anybody else. And they're not separate to your God. Like how they try to portray to us that WhyGuru Ji, Khuda, Ram, they're all different. It's all different names for the one God. For Ik Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji. So a lot of times people get stuck in this pakhand, in these false actions. Just like Guru Sahib you say to us, ke antar mail ajay teerath na hai. They say that that person may go to these teerath asthans, uthe jaake ishnan karde aa, they go into ishnan there, but antar mail. But phir bhi Sahib Singh ji ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ papa rupi mail hai. There's still this dirt inside them. So antar mail je teerath na hai. And they say, oh Sajeev Sahib Singh ji, they cannot go to Swarg, they cannot go to the heavens. Log batine kachu na hove. They say, how do we live our lives? We live our lives trying to impress other people. Kachu na hove, but we don't gain anything from doing that. Nahi Ram Ayanna. Say that WhyGuru Ji is not a fool, WhyGuru Ji is not blind to the actions that we're doing. And they say to us, ke pujo ho Ram ek hi deva. Sacha navan Guru ki seva. Ke puja ho. Ke who should do puja of? Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Ram pave WhyGuru Ji. Puja ho Ram ek hi deva. Deva da arth hai prakash swaroop WhyGuru Ji. Sacha navan Guru ki seva. Ke Guru Sahib Ji di seva karya karo. Serve the Guru. Sacha navan. And this is the true way to become pure. If you want to do Ishnan, bathe, then bathe in Guru Sahib Ji Shabad. Guru Sahib Ji say to us, this is the true way to become pure. Shabad Rahi, through Guru Bani. So everything is here, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Pothi Parabesar Kathan. That worship Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. In Sikhi we do puja of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Guru Meri Puja, Guru Gobind. Who do we do puja of? Of the Shabad, of Guru Bani. Antar Guru, Aradhana, Jehva Jab Guruna. We take it into our heart and we do puja of the Shabad. We worship the Shabad again and again. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji has made it clear to us ke bin karta na kirtan mano, that only that one WhyGuru Ji, follow them and worship them. Hanji.
Ad Ajona Ajay Abhinasi Tehe Parameswar Jano.
So Tehe Parameswar Jano. Who is that Parameshwar? Us Parameshwar nu Jano. Know that one to be Parameshwar who is Ad. The one who is here from the start of time. Ad Anta Jo Rakhanahar. The one who protects us from the start to the end of time. Ad Ajon. Jun Toret. The one who doesn't come in this life cycle again and again. Ajay. Jitna Toret. They cannot be defeated by Guru Ji. Ajay. Just like we say Sahib Singh Ji, when we meet another Sikh, Aage Aave, Singh Jo Paave, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh Bulave. Very famous saying comes in by Desa Singh Ji's Raitaname. They say if you meet a Sikh of the Guru of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, you have to say to him WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh. Can't say hello, can't say Sat Sri Akal, or Jirasi Kerune, we say Sat Sri Akal. Galt bolde, we say Sas means mother-in-law, Rikal, Kal the arth hai maut, saying that basically I hope your mother-in-law passes away. Sat Sri Akal. We laugh at Jakarta every time we meet each other. But by Desa Singh Ji saying to us, that when you meet another Sikh, Aave, Aage Aave, Singh Jo Paave. You see another Singhani, no difference in that respect. WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh Bulave. Say to them, WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh. Te Sahib Singh Ji, us Fateh de vich, in that Fateh that we say WhyGuru twice. We say WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh, and then the jawab is WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh. Char wari we said WhyGuru. Even in our greeting, when we meet somebody, we remember WhyGuru Ji. Look how blessed that is. And we remember our mission. Why are we here on this earth? Who are we? WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa. We are the Khalsa of WhyGuru. That is what it means. We belong to the Khalsa. We belong to WhyGuru Ji. We are the Khalsa of WhyGuru Ji. And what is our mission? WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh. Victory. WhyGuru Ji's Fateh. Not my Fateh. Not Flana Singh's Fateh. WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh. What is WhyGuru Ji's Fateh? Victory. Ke deg teg Fateh. That everywhere there's deg, that there's food, there's protection, there's teg, that's protection. That anybody who comes to the home of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji doesn't leave empty-handed, physically or spiritually. That we are doing it injustice. If we just bring people here and just feed them physically, we should be also feeding them spiritually as well. Because in today's world, especially in our own panth, if we just look at our plate, I'm sure we've all been fed very well. Our stomach is full. We feed the stomach, but what about the Atma? What about the soul? What about the mind? Do we feed that? How much Parchar are we doing of Sikhi? How much are we spreading that? Ajay Abinasi. Nas Toret. That one WhyGuru Ji who cannot be destroyed. Teh Parameshwara Jano. Say, Osnu Parameshwara Jano. Know that person to be WhyGuru Ji. Who is this? Who is the one who cannot be destroyed from the start of time, a John who's not in this life cycle like us, a Jai cannot be defeated, and then Abinasi, Nas Toret, Os Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji, Tehe Parameshwar Jano, know them to be WhyGuru Ji, not anybody else. Just like it comes in Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Bani, ke Mahadev Achut Kehvayo, Bisan aap hi ko Tehrayo, Brahma aap Par Brahma Bakhana, Prabhu ko Prabhu no kenuhu janna. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Bani, they say to us, ke Mahadev, he means Shivaji, Shiva. Mahadev Achut Kahayo. Mahadev said themselves that I am the one who has no faults. Achut he means a dig, cannot fall. Dolan Toret, Digna Toret, the one who can never fall, who cannot make a mistake, who is perfect. But we know ourselves that Shivji is not perfect. The only one that is perfect is Pullan Andar Sabko Apul Guru Kartar. Only Guru and Kartar are perfect. They cannot make a mistake. Looking at the horse. So Guru Gobind, he said that Shivji called himself God. Mahadev Achut Kehvayo. Then they said ke Bisan api ko Tehrayo. Then Vishnu, even they came forward and said that I am the one. And they put themselves in that position where they felt like they were the most important one. That they are Rab, everybody should do my puja. Brahma apa par Brahma Bakhana. Brahma, he means the creator. They say Brahma apa par Brahma, the supreme creator. He said that I'm not just the creator, I'm WhyGuru. Prabhu ko Prabhu na kenuhu janna. Who's going to know God? Everybody kept coming on this earth, kept saying that I am God, I am God. But what is Guru Gobind Singh Ji say of their own Nimarta? Main ho Param Purkh ko dasa. If you look at our Gurus are so humble, the Guru never said themselves that they are Rab. Gurbani aap kendi hai, Gurbani says it, the Bhagat say, the Pat say, but the Guru themselves never spoke out, said I am God. That was their own Nimarta, their own humility. That they said, Main ho Param Purkh ko dasa, that I'm the servant of WhyGuru Ji. But that Das themselves became one with Parameshwar Ji. Then they spoke of Muhammad. Muhammad Sahib, in Islamic Taram, they say Mahadeen Taba Prab Uparaja. Arab Des ki no Sabaraja. That WhyGuru Ji made Muhammad. And he was the king of Arab Des, of the Middle East, we say. Tinapi ek pant uparaja, ling bana ki no sabaraja. And then Muhammad made his own pant. Ling bina kino sabaraja. Guru Gobind Singh speaks of Muhammad. And he said that he circumcised all the kings. But Guru Gobind Singh says of Muhammad ke sabte apna naam japayo, sat naam kahu nehdar rayo. They say that they got everybody to say their name. If you look today in the Islamic Taram, a lot of times they always remember Muhammad. Chalo, that's fine. That's satkar yog for them. Obviously, we don't do nindya of any peer or prophet in that respect. But that is their isht. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, Satnam kahu na dirai. They forgot about Satnam, the connection to the one WhyGuru Ji. They join to him, but not to the one who created him, who is WhyGuru Ji. Ben kartar na kirtan mano. Nobody asks about WhyGuru Ji. And if you look in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, what is the first thing Guru says to us? Ikka. There's only one, WhyGuru Ji. Ikka oankar phir Satnam. Satnam kahu nahi dirai. Right? They forgot about that Satnam, that true one, that true connection to Nam. So Guru Sahib said, many people have came, but everybody failed in that mission. So WhyGuru Ji sent me. Guru Sahib Ji came themselves on this earth to join everybody back to WhyGuru Ji. And they gave us this blessing, this fatih that we have. So Ajay. So that's why we say Raj Karega Khalsa. That a Khalsa Raj Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji ne aap bachan kiye. They said themselves that Raj Karega Khalsa. Then a Khalsa rule Hanji.
Rahao.
So Vishram De ke Guru Sahib Ji says, pause here, think about this. What they're saying, Tehe Pere Me Sarajano. That one WhyGuru Ji cannot be destroyed. That one WhyGuru Ji is Ajoni and they are Ajay. Jitan to Ret Hanji.
Kaha payo jo aan jagat mein dasak asur har kae.
So Maharaj Ji bachan kardan ke kaha payo. Ke ki hoya? What does it matter? Kaha payo jo aan jagat mein. If somebody like Vishnu or Shivaji or Brahma comes into this earth, kaha pe jo aan jagat mein je Vishnu is dunya vich aake dasak asura har kae. Dasak he means das, asur means dant. Das ko dant maar dete han. Who cares if Vishnu came and killed 10 demons, or if Shivji came and did this or did that? What is so special about that to us? How does that please us? Whether it's those people, those beings, or anybody else, any type of Maharaja or Raja in this world, Hanji.
Adik prapanch dikhaye sabn kah aap hai Brahm kahaye.
And they say, Adik prapanch dikhaye sabn kah sabn kah saryanu Adik prapanch dikhaye. Adik means both vadda here, very bigger, prapanch dikhaye. But a punch here could mean in one respect a kapata, a play. They could have cheated the world and showed a great play to everybody. They ape Brahma kahai, and what did they do then? They called themselves Brahm. Apane apa Brahma. They called themselves God. They said that I am God. Or others start to call them God just because of one action that they're doing. Kaha payo. Or adik prapanch dekhai sabne ke ape Brahma kahai. That what does it matter? What does it matter to us? Just sometimes we look in the world and we see something special and we all start to worship that person. Somebody does something great and then everybody starts to follow them. Just look on the internet, look on social media. 1 minute it's somebody, next minute somebody else because they've done something. But there's many of these people that have come in the past. So there are many things. They get treated like God or they call themselves God. Just like Raja Duni Chand. In Raja Duni Chand's home, he had 7 daughters. One of the daughters called Rajini, Bibi Rajini Ji. And what did he used to do? Duni Chand, he used to give all his daughters beautiful clothes and jewelry and so on. And all the daughters would praise their father. But Bibi Rajini Ji would not praise her father, she'd praise WhyGuru Ji. Like we said, Bin karata na kirta mano. There's only one giver. And her father would get so annoyed with her. Raja Duni Chand said, I gave you everything. But she said, no, it's not you, it's WhyGuru Ji. Obviously, she wasn't going against her father, but she's saying in essence, it's WhyGuru Ji who gives everything. Just like we read in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, Jehe Prasad Paat Patambar Hadav hai, Tise Tyag Kat Avara Lubav hai. Jehe Prasad, Unadi Kiripadana. Jehe Prasad Paat Patambar Hadav hai. Reshmi Kapare. All these different types of clothes that we get, Hadav hai. We're blessed to wear them because of their Prasad, because of their Kirpa. So she realized this. But when she realized this, her father was so annoyed. And he said that if that's the case, if God gives you everything, then how about I give you this and it's actually God giving you it? He marries his daughter off to somebody who has leprosy. Gori darog. This person's body is falling apart. It's burning and it's falling apart. And she's been given him in marriage. And the father is trying to teach his daughter a lesson. So now if you say God gives you everything, God gave you this as well. She accepts it. She keeps a Shraddha and WhyGuru, faith in God. And she serves her husband. She serves her husband every single day. Like she's serving her Guru. And she's carrying her husband around in a tokri, in a basket. She's dragging him along wherever she goes. And she comes to a Nagar. Chak Nanaki. Maaf karo ji, Guru ka Chak. She comes to. Which becomes Ramdaspur later on. She leaves her husband next to this Kacha Sarovar. This little pond, you can say. This little pool. And she goes into the neighboring village to go and ask for some items, to go and beg for food. And when she is begging, her husband is sitting there in this basket, and he sees a crow come down and drink from that sarovar. And when it's drinking from that sarovar, the crow decides to bathe in that sarovar. And when it bathes in that sarovar, Sasangaji, it comes out as a swan. Amrit sar satgur satavadi jitna te kaua hansa ho hai, comes in Gurbani. The one who bathes in Amrit Sarovar, jitna te kaua hansa ho hai. Kaua he means ka, hans ho, becomes a swan. So Guru Sahib Ji at that time blessed our husband, and when he saw this, when he saw the crow come out as a hans, as a beautiful white hans at that time, which in English, I can't remember what it's called now, swan. Okay, look, and then others call it like some sort of duck. There's like different names for it. But what happens is the husband realizes this and he goes and calls towards that sarovar as well, which today is the Amrit Sarovar, and he calls into it and he bathes in that sarovar as well. Jitna te kaua hansa ho hai. And all that rog, all the disease in his body is taken away, but he leaves one of his fingers out of the pool, so it's a nishani to his wife. And then she comes back and questions him, saying, "Who are you? You've killed my husband." And he goes, "No, I am your husband. Look at my finger. It's me." But the कहने पाव है साध संगत जी कि आप है ब्रह्म कहा है, that even that Raja Duni Chand saw himself as God, because he might have won many battles, he may have had so much Raj, he may have killed so many people and thought he's so powerful, but Guru said there's many people like this in the world. आप है ब्रह्म कहा है. But what happened to him? After this, he became very poor. He lost all his Raj. He lost everything. And he became poor in that moment. So there's many people like this. Aap hai Brahma kahai. Adik parpanj dikhai sab ne kahe. They show these wondrous places of the world. Everybody looks at them as the giver. But 1 minute they have everything, next minute they have nothing. That is like life, right? 1 minute we have everything in our hands, next minute we lose everything. That's the care of this whole world, Hanji.
Panjan gardan samarath sada prab so kim jaat ginayo.
But the one that is Panjan, the one that destroys everything, Karna, Samratha Sarva Shaktivan, Sada Pram WhyGuru Ji, Prabhu WhyGuru Ji, so kim jaat ganayo. That how can we see anybody else as that? How can we see Vishnu? How can we see Brahma or Shiv Ji as that? There's only one, that one WhyGuru Ji, Hanji.
Tate sarb kaal ke asko kae bachaye na ayo.
And they say even those different beings, Tate sarb kaal ke asko, as he means kirpan, talwar, WhyGuru Ji di talwar, the talwar, the sword of WhyGuru Ji, that when WhyGuru Ji strikes them with their var, when WhyGuru Ji hits them with their sword, then say ke kae bachai na ayo, that nobody can be saved from that strike, that if somebody is meant to leave their body, can leave their body, even if it's the vadde dunya de Raje Maharaj, even the kings of this world. All these Devi Devta, all these different beings, when WhyGuru Ji strikes their sword, then they all have to go as well. Meaning that why are we putting our faith in those people that have to go as well? Ram gayo, Ravan gayo, Jako, Boho Parivar. Everybody has to go. But the one who stays is they themselves, Prabhu Parameshwar, WhyGuru's Ad, Ajon, ਅਜੈ ਅਬਨਾਸੀ ਤਹਿ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਜਾਨੋ ਹਾਂਜੀ।
कैसे तोहे तार है सुन जड़ आप डबियो पव सागर।
So they say sona jad. So jad the arth hai murख. They say sona. They say listen you fool. They're saying to all of us. Kaise tohe tar hai sona jad. What makes you think they can carry us across? What makes you think, Guru Sahib is saying to all of us, what makes us think that they will carry us across? That tu tarenga, that you will be carried across. If Maharaji says themselves ke Raj na chaho, Mukta na chaho, Man preet charan kamalare, we all start to say that we don't want mukti. Bani aap kendi hai ki assi mukti nahi chaਹੁੰਦੇ, Raj na chaho, Mukta na chaho, Man preet charan kamalare, that we only want Gurus, the love Guru Sahib Ji charan. That's not what it means here. When we say Mukta na chaho, we're talking with the mukti that Brahma could give to us. It comes in the next Pankti Seva Mahesara, the Adak, I can't remember the Pankti, but they talk about the different devte. We don't want their mukti. We don't want to go to Shivalok or Brahmalok, the heavens of Brahma or Vishnu Mahesh. Because those are going to be destroyed one day. All the heavens and hells will go. In Sikhi, we don't believe that heaven and hell are eternal places. They're just different realms of pleasure and pain. In Sikhi, where are we aiming to get to? Sachkhand. Sachkhand is above all these heaven and hells of this world. This is all just different illusions. We're trying to get back to Sachkhand. Sachkhanda Vasai Nirankar. Jithe WhyGuru Ji aap vasde hain, WhyGuru Ji resides themselves. But Sād Sangat Ji, Bhai Gurdas Ji sanu dasde hain, they tell us ke Sād Sangat Sachkhand hai. Vasa Nirankar. So when we come here to Sād Sangat, this is Sachkhand. This is Sachkhand, Bhai Gurdas Ji says. Sat Sangat kaisi jani hai, jithe eko naam vakhani hai. Where there is naam, that is Sād Sangat. So we're blessed to have that here. So those beings can't give us mukti. They can give us all these worldly desires that we want, but they can't give us mukti, where we go back to WhyGuru Ji. They can send us to their heavens where we get pleasures, but that we could gain those pleasures here. Just like in different dharms, they try and sell it to us. Okay, if you join us, you won't go to hell. You won't go to hell, and you go to the heavens and you have all the pleasures in the world. We could gain those pleasures here. If somebody has a lot of money, they can gain those types of pleasures. So what's the difference between this and heaven then? In Sikhi, heaven is not about having 72 virgins that they say in the Islamic Dharam or other Dharams, wherever they may say it. It's not about having rivers of wine or whatever it is. It's about being one with WhyGuru Ji. That's just calm. It's just lust. For us, it's becoming one with Parameshwar Ji, becoming one with WhyGuru Ji. That is our aim. The Guru Sahib Ji here is saying to us, ke how? Kaise tohe tar hai sun jad aap dubyo pavasagar. Why would we hold it to those people that are drowning themselves as well in their own vishya vikar, in their own desires? Why would we hold it to somebody who's stuck in desires themselves? They say ke Guru Jina ke Andula, that Guru who is blind themselves, they say, Chele nahi thao. They say, if the Guru is blind, what is a Chela going to do? If the Guru is blind, what is a servant going to do? If the Guru doesn't know where to go, where is the servant going to go? If the Guru is going to go to hell, to Narak, where is the servant going to go? Then go to Narak as well. We don't have a Guru. We have a Sat Guru. We have the true Guru. Sabate Vadda Sat Guru Nanak. We don't have a Guru, we have a Sat Guru. That is the difference. We have the true Guru. The truest of the true Guru Granth Sahib Ji. But they say all those others, Aap Dubbiyo Pavasagar. Is Pyanak Sagar Dvecha or Dubba Jandhyan. They're all drowning in this ocean. But the one who is a true Guru, they never drown. Just like a Sakhi to go with this, during the times of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is walking with the Guru Sikhs. Imagine this in your mind. Imagine walking with Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. They saw Singh Ji, they're walking near the Kanare, the river banks. And as they're walking along the river banks, Guru Gobind Singh Ji grabs a patthar in their hand, they grab a stone in their hand and they chuck it into the river. And they say to the Guru Sikh, Sikha, what is happening here? Why is the patthar drowning for? Why is the stone drowning? And the Sikh says, Maharaji, because it's a patthar. What does the patthar do? The patthar drowns, the stone will drown. Why? That's what stone does, why? Guru Sahib ji muskra ke, they start to smile, they start to laugh. They agge torde ne, they start to walk forward. Fi duji wari saas in the second time again, they pick up another patthar. And they chuck in the ocean, they chuck in the river again. Aap dubbiyo pavasagar. They say those people drown in the ocean who are not one with WhyGuru. And we are following those people. We are asking from those people, those beings. Second time, Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, why is the patthar drowning? And another Sikh goes, maybe because it's very heavy. It's para in it, so because it's heavy, it's going to drown. Guru Sahib Ji laughs again. Tiji wari Sahib Singh Ji, the third time Guru Gobind Singh Ji chucks a stone in the river, and this time they look up by Nandalal Ji. They say, Pai Nandalal Ji, why is the patthar drowning for? Why is the patthar falling at the bottom of this river? They all say, Vele Sahib Singh Ji, Pai Nandalal Ji, ron lag pe, they start to cry. Pai Nandalal Ji starts to cry, and they say to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj that when the patthar is in your hand, when the stone is in your hand, it stays afloat. Meaning, the one that holds onto your hand, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, they can never drown. But as soon as they let go of you, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, just like how the patthar went out of your hands and fell into the river, it drowned. Meaning that person lets go of your hand and tries to hold somebody else's hand, they will drown as well. Aap dubbiyo pavasagar. Everybody else is drowning, and we are holding on to them. But who is the one that does not drown? The Guru cannot drown. That's why we say ke Nanak naam jahaj hai, chad hai sotere par. The one that holds on to the Guru's bani, they cannot drown. That's how we do this ardas to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji ke jeta samundar sagar neer bharya tete augana hamare daya karho kich mehra pavho dubde patthar tare. Ke he sache Pasha Ji, we are just like a patthar, asi patthar wangya, we're just like a stone. Dubde patthar tare, don't let us drown in this ocean. Many people have drowned. Many people have drowned because they've held on to the wrong one or the wrong being. जिਵੇਂ मार जी आप कह रहे हैं कि आप डूबियो भव सागर दा ताते सर्ब काल के अस को काय बचाना आयो कैसे तो है तार है सुन जड़. What makes you think they're going to carry you across if they are drowning themselves? Guru Gobind Singh Ji is saying to us. So hold on to that one that is not drowning, the one who has come to ferry us across, the one who's come to carry us across, and that is WhyGuru Ji themselves, who has come in the form of Guru Shabad, who's come in the form of Guru Bani. And Guru Bani is the one that's going to carry us across. Guru Jahaj Kevat Guru, Guru Bina Tariana Koe. Comes in Guru Bani. That Guru Bani is the boat. Guru Jahaj Kevat Guru, Guru Binivad Guru, Guru Bina Tariana Koe. Nobody's ever crossed over this holy ocean without a true Guru, without a Sat Guru. And we have such a Guru, Hanji.
छोटे हो काल भास ते तब ही गहो शरण जगतागर.
इस प्रकार साध संगत जी छोटे हो काल फास्ते तब ही Tado then for that reason Saad Singh Ji, that person is able to escape the noose of death. Kal Fas, Kal Di Fahi, the noose of death that goes around our neck. So they're able to escape that Goho Sarna Jagatagara. Jagatagara, the one who created this world, Jagata, WhyGuru Ji. Coming into their Sharan, coming into the sanctuary of WhyGuru Ji, they're able to be saved. So just a Sakhi to finish off with, very famous Shabad that comes in Dakhni O Ankar. Lekh na mitai he sakhi jo likhya kartar. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji de bachan ke lekh na mitai he sakhi jo likhya karta, jo WhyGuru Ji da lekh hai, the lekh, the accounts of WhyGuru Ji, WhyGuru Ji's hukam met na sakai. Say, oh my siblings, oh Saad Sangat Ji, lekh na mitai. We cannot change WhyGuru Ji's lekha. Jo likhya karta, where WhyGuru Ji is written It cannot be changed. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji says. This Parkar Satsang Ji, what happened? Do sakhiya han, because you got 10 minutes, so you got enough time. So I'll tell 2 sakhi to finish off with. First one's from Guru Gobind Singh Ji Sama. Because oh Shabad Hazaare us pauri de vich, when it says lekh na mite he sakhi jo likhya kartar, they say in the last line ke through the Guru's blessings, that when we gain the Guru Sukha, then the pankti is gone on my head, but when we come to the Guru Sharan and we gain the Guru Sukha, then anything is possible. Anything is possible. So what happened was that after Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj left Machiwar, they continued to travel. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji, they came across 3 brothers. Bhai Samir Ji, there's 2 other brothers as well. Can't remember the names now, they got on my head. But there's 3 brothers, and they were the grandsons of Bhai Jodh Ji. Bhai Jodh Ji was the grandson of Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. They Bhai Samir Singh, so Bhai Samir Singh Ji, Bhai Samir Ji, उन्होंने बहुत सेवा की थी. They lost seva of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. The Maharaj Ji प्रसन्न होकर, they got so happy with Bhai Samir Ji, and they said, okay, whatever you want, ask for it. Je kuch mangana, if you're going to ask for something, ask now, I'm going to give it to you. The Bhai Samir Ji said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, ke Maharaj Ji, bless me that I never come back in this life again. Give me mukti didat. That is 84 lakh June, this life cycle of many lives I have to go through, just cut it away. The Maharaj Ji says, ask for something else. They kind of ignore their benti. So Duji Wadi Sahib Singh asked for the same thing 4 times. They said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Maharaj Ji, I don't want to come again in this life. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji had in the 4th go. The Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to them, okay, come back tomorrow. The Sikh had to come back tomorrow then. That night the Sikh went to sleep. The Sahib Singh Ji, one of the supna de which in his sleep, he became a pig. He became a sap, he became a snake. He went through 100 different janams in his sleep. And then he woke up the next day thinking, what a dream, right? It's a lot of times to die, right? 100 times to come back in all these different lives. Comes to see Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and he asks, what was the reason for this dream? It was a really crazy dream. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, you still had 100 lives to go. Lekh na mitei he sakhi jo likhya kartar. Nothing can be changed. Your hukum cannot be changed in terms of whatever is going to happen has to happen. But it can be reduced. So whatever is written has to happen. We have to live the 100 lives. But how we live the 100 lives, that's up to WhyGuru Ji. So how did he live all those 100 lives? Through his supana, through his dream. So when we come into the Guru Sharan, and next week I'll give the pankti because it's gone on my head of what Guru Sahib Ji says. When we come into the Sharan of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, when we gain the Guru's kirpa, then that can be changed by coming into Guru Sahib Ji's Sharan. So Gaho Sarna Jagatagar, coming into the sanctuary of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. One more sakhi to illustrate this from Guru Arjan Dev Ji's time. When Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji sent one of their Sikhs to go and collect Tan Daulat, to collect wealth for the seva, the Kar seva of Siddhi Harmandir Sahib, they sent one of their Sikhs very, very far away. And when the Sikh went there, he was questioned for his different style of puja te part, how the way he'd follow his spiritual path. And what they said to him was that, why do you follow our mat? Why don't you do puja of this patthar? Why do you worship these murtiya, these idols? And I said, I do puja of Gur Shabad, of Gurbani. So this patthar is just a rock. What can this do? This doesn't even speak to you. And they were so offended by this Guru Sikh that what happened was that they took him to the Raja. And the Raja got annoyed. The Raja said, cut his leg off for what he said about our faith. He's about to cut his leg off. At that time, what did the Sikh do? He did an ardas to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. Hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji, sadi laaj rakho. Har ji laaj rakho har jan ki. That protect my honor. And before that axe could chop his leg off, the king fainted at that time. Behosh ho gaya, he fainted, fell over. So if you were to chop someone's leg off and your king faints, right, everybody's going to go look after the king, right? Go see if the king's okay. And then they said to the Sikh, okay, the Raja became behosh because of you. So do ardas for the Raja to wake up. So ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਉਸ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ। They did ਬੇਨਤੀ to Guru Arjan Dev Ji. The Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, always sitting in Amritsar Sahib, heard the benti and the Raja woke up. And the Raja said, take me to your Guru. I want to meet this Guru of yours. And when they came into the Sharan of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, this Bani was going of Lekhana Mitai He Sakhi Jo Likhya Kartar. And he was sitting there and he thought to himself that if whatever's written is going to happen, then what is the point of following anything religious? What is the point of following Sikhi? What's the point of following the Guru? If whatever's going to happen is going to happen, then there's no point of being here. We may say the same thing, if it's written in our Kadam, then what's the point of doing anything? What's the point of doing part? If you're meant to do part, it's in our lake, it's in our lake, it's in our lekha. So he asked this question to Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Guru Arjan Dev Ji said that through the Guru's prasad, through Guru Kirpa, anything can be achieved. Coming into the Guru Sharana, Gaho Sarana Jagatagar, that anything can change in the Guru Sharan. They said, I'll give you your answer in 3 days. 10 dinot to baad, you'll get your answer. So Sahib Sangha Ji, that night, that Raja went back to his room because he was staying close to Guru Arjan Dev Ji. They one of the supna which he carried on living this life as a king. And then he got really old and he died. And he came back in a very low home, a Chandal de Kardvich, or Janam Tadriya. He came into the house of a Chandal, a very low caste. Just imagine living 80 years of dukh sukh in a dream. You know, you have those dreams that are so real, you think, whoa. He lived all that in his dream and he woke up thinking, whoa, what a dream. And when he woke up at that time, one of the gods came to see him and said that Guru Arjan Dev Ji is going out to the jungles. Join Guru Arjan Dev Ji. They're going to do shikar, they're going to hunt. And what happens that when the king came to see Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the king saw a deer and he started chasing the deer at that time. And he's chasing the deer on his horse. And he's riding so fast, trying to catch that deer. The deer disappears and he gets lost in the jungle. He's on his own in the jungle. And he's thinking to himself, where's all my soldiers gone? I'm all on my own. So he sits under a tree and he thinks, I'll rest right now because it's very hot. And once it gets cooler, I'll find my way back to where I need to go. Sahib Sangha Ji, when he starts to rest, he's resting there and there's this young guy who walks past, a young fella, a young chap, right? And he looks at this Raja and he says, Dad? He says, Pitaji? Raja wakes up and goes, who are you calling Pitaji? I'm your Pita. I'm the Raja. मैं राजा हाँ, I'm the king, right? I know 5 years. He's a Chandal as well. So I'm a Nevi Jat. Raja are Khatri, they are high Jat, right? Because I'm your father. And the person says, yeah, you are my father. They go, what are you doing dressed as a king? Raja is so confused at that time. They're both confused. And that poor person says, but we just buried your body. What are you doing here? So what happened, Sahib Sangha Ji, at that time was that whatever the Raja was dreaming had come in front of him. When he died in his dream and he came back as a poor person, in that family he lived his whole life and he died again. And in real life, he's seeing that same son that he had in his dream when he was the poor person, right in front of him. And the poor person is saying that you are my father, and the Raja is saying, I'm not your father. But inside his head he's thinking, but I dreamt this. He was my son in my dream, and he's so confused. So what happens at that time is Guru Arjan Dev Ji comes. And they ask Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Guru Arjan Dev Ji says that if he is your father, then there's only one way to find out. Go to that grave, dig up the grave, and if the body's there, he's not your father. If the body's not there, then he is your father. So when they digged up the grave, they saw Singh Ji, the body was there, and he realized, my bad, you ain't my dad. Why? Galti hogi. Why? You ain't my father. Then what happens is that he goes back home that day, he sleeps, and the next day comes to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Sharan, and he asks, what was this dream about? And Guru Arjan Dev Ji says this Shabad Lekhana Mitai He Sakhi Jo Likhya Kartar, that you said that nothing can be changed. But when you come to the Guru's sanctuary, when you came and you bowed in front of the Guru, when you came and took the Charan Turi of the Sadh Sangat, your lekha changed. Meaning that those 80 years of dukh you was meant to feel dukh sukh, it was all reduced into one dream. Just by coming into Guru Sharan. So Guru Sahib Ji here is saying to us, कि अखीली पंक्ति दे विच कि गहो सरन जगतागर, that if you want to escape from maut, छोटे हो काल फास्ते तब ही गहो सरन जगतागर. If you want to lose this pain of many lives and deaths that we go through, then come into the sanctuary of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji, the Maharaj Ji the Sharan de vich all these paap that we've committed, paap ਅਤੇ ਪੁੰਨ ਸਾਰੇ ਨਿਵਰਤ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚਰਨ ਕਮਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. When we bow in their charan, then all of our paap ਅਤੇ ਪੁੰਨ are washed, all our karma are washed away when we come to the sanctuary of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. So in their ਬੇਨਤੀ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, please give all the mistakes made. The Japji Sahib course will start in the next 15 minutes. There'll be some WhyGuru Simran to start with, and the course will start as well. So if you don't know, in the second hall, before the Langar hall, there's Paudia that go upstairs. On the left-hand side, there's a second Darbar. We have a full English course on Sri Japji Sahib Part, delivered by 4 different speakers. This year we're going for the Paudia of Gave Kotan Hove Ke Setan. So please join us for that. So again, please go the mistakes made. Deho Sajjan Asi Sariya, Jo Hove Sahib Syo Mele.
कैसे तोहे तार है सुन जड़, आप डुबियो पवसागर, छुटे हो काल फास ते तब ही, गहो सरन जगतागर.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा,
वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.